That's true, Texas. Clan rules and buy merch. Yes, go to clanthemerchfan.com. Still catching up. I think I have 3 orders to catch up on, so I'm actually doing that this weekend. But yeah, if you guys are interested, head on over to here. I'll bring it up. www.clanthemerchfan.com. Lots of merch on the website, so you have to be patient with me though, because once you order, I have to get all the material. I make it myself at home and then I send it out, so it's a process. It takes a minute, but if you guys are interested at all, or you want to show love to the channel and you didn't know how, this is one way you could do it, right? This is one way you can do it. So I do appreciate all that love that you guys have shown. DBZ merch, kind of. Wait, there we go. Here you go. A little bit. Kind of. All right. Enough of that. Zach Collins. Everyone hates Zach. Wait, is this true? You guys hate Zach Collins that much? This been uploaded an hour and it only has 100 views. You guys hate him that much? I guess nobody cared about this game.
It's tough.
Oh my goodness. All right, should I? Maybe it's not turned up too loud. All right, let's listen. No need to have this super fast.
But I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's just tough. But we gotta. Doesn't matter who's out. we don't look at it as those guys are out. It's the game is easier when we're fully healthy. Rotations are cleaner, and that's just what we're used to be playing with. So you could say tonight was different because it was the first game of the season. We didn't have Victor, and Devin's been helping us so much recently. But we're professionals, man. That's no excuse.
Guys are obviously.
I personally think that's a really good excuse. Me personally, not having Victor Wembanyama and Devin Vassell and Jeremy Sohan, I personally think that's a good excuse to lose. Me personally.
For the first half, what kind of unraveled in the third quarter, do you think?
Well, since I've been here, that's kind of been the story every time we play here is either we're playing really well from the first quarter, and then we let it go in the third, or we come out flat and we fight back, and we're ended up winning in the first half, and then we come back in the third quarter, and then they come out swinging, and we can't respond. I'm
so tired of hearing this. I know it's been only a season, guys, but I'm tired of this. I'm tired of hearing about this. I'm serious. I'm tired of it. And maybe I'm just too simplistic here, but like, stop doing that. I mean, everyone's aware. You're aware that you're doing. Stop. It's like a mentality thing. Just don't do that. Gosh, I'm getting tired of hearing about this.
You have to
letting it go in the third quarter. That is. Sorry, I probably should have indicated what I was talking about.
You have to stop doing that.
Yeah, you probably need to stop doing that. Yeah.
Good energy boost from Gafford off the bench.
I guess so. Yeah, I think we needed to correct a lot of other things besides him, but he does present a lot of issues. Offensive rebounding, I think offensive rebounding was hurting us, and then he came in and he's a really good rebounder, and he just disrupted a lot, so definitely made it tougher.
It was good to get Trey back, I guess. So he's going to kind of work him in, and how's that going to affect us?
Yeah, we miss Trey a lot. Trey's a winner. He does so many good things for us, and to have him back, it was just a level of comfort and confidence, and we look forward to him playing more games.
Mitch,
Collins just needs to get Adams buff to make up for his lack of defense and athleticism. I think he has quite a bit of athleticism. I won't say he doesn't have athleticism. As far as defense, I mean, he's okay. I mean, he's just, I guess that's how I view Collins, right? It's like, he's just okay. You look at the contract and then you get irritated and you're like, oh no, he's trash. I just think he's okay. I think he's a good passer, especially for his size. I think that he's a fine teammate, but I just think overall he's okay, right? We just need a upgrade at that backup position for Wemby, and that's all that is. I just don't hate him like a lot of people hate hate him, you know? I don't know. He doesn't have length. He's actually pretty tough. Yeah. I actually was expecting more. I am disappointed in this. I was expecting him to be involved in more scuffles, okay? You know, when Wemby first got to the league, that was the whole like discussion. It was around Zach Collins going to have his back. Zach Collins hasn't really been looking for any smoke. I thought he would, but he doesn't want any smoke. His contract is a problem too. I think that's the main thing. I think that's why people harp on it so much. I think if he was making way less, no one would care. But, you know, my only disappointment, only gripe with Collins, I wasn't expecting him to become like so significantly better at everything on the court or anything. I was just expecting this season for him to be better behind the arc. And that has been very disappointing, especially when he has said himself, like, this is what he's been focused on this entire time. So that's what makes me sad. Jeremy is our smoke guy these days. He is our smoke guy these days. That is true.
Before the game said one of the positives of Victor being out is you getting run and how much work you put in this summer. Was it good to just get a lot of minutes tonight and get a run to build on?
Yeah. I always want to play more, so I want to play 48 if I can. So tonight, to get that opportunity, it's always fun to play more minutes.
You happy with the way both of you?
We haven't watched any Zach Collins interviews really this season. This is super low energy. I guess maybe it's because he's coming off of a loss. I don't know. I don't like this vibe. I don't like the vibe.
You got to the foul line tonight, and the team as a whole, 30 free throws.
Yeah, it's the only place we shot it well tonight was the free throw line. Looking at 31 from the field, 27 from three. It's going to make it hard to win a game. They scored 110, which isn't, terrible. It's not terrible. We just could not score. We couldn't hit shots, and they hit shots, so that was a game.
Yeah, July. I guess that's the thing too. If his morale is low, then it's time to go. I guess that's my thing. I mean, on the court, I felt like it hasn't been a ton of energy. It's not like he's playing poor. Like I say, he's not playing poorly. He's playing fine. He's playing okay. But the energy, man. I don't know. It's kind of a weird vibe. Just a weird vibe. But hey, it's one interview. It's only like 2 minutes long. Can't trip about that. All right, let's see what the coach has to say. All right, Mitch Johnson. What does Mitch Johnson have to say? More than likely our coach for this season, for the remainder of the season, to be honest with you. All right.
I'll do that too.
Mitch Johnson. Mitch Johnson is supposed to be up here. I did not know John Cena was getting interviewed, but okay, let's talk to John Cena.
Touche.
You're right.
No, you're about to sit on Johnson. Ow!
Second night of a back-to-back. What did you get from the guys tonight?
I loved the fight that we started the game with. Thought we had energy. Thought we were playing with pace. The ball was popping.
Will Pop be back soon? From what I've heard, I don't think he's coming back. Okay, I heard something that I believe he's not coming back. But also, even if we just think about it, I guess logically, after a stroke, should he? I mean, I know it's completely up to him, but on a personal level, human level, I'm just gonna feel uncomfortable the whole time, right? I just want him to be all right, but they're saying he's going through rehab, and depending on what that looks like, I don't know. But at his age, I'm gonna assume having a stroke isn't good, even if it's a mild stroke. That's not good. And I would assume that they would say, hey, don't put any more stress on your body than you have to. I'm making the assumption on that part, right? So I just wouldn't be shocked if Pop doesn't come back. I'll be more shocked if he does come back. Yeah. The only season we have CP3 and Pop not coaching. Talk about bad timing. Yeah. July says, health-wise, I don't know if it's a good thing. I've had family members not able to work or do things they used to do because they couldn't afford another stroke. Yeah. And another thing too is, this might be some positivity here, is that Popovich was actually at the Frostbank Center when it happened. So it's not like he was alone and it took like a significant amount of time before he got help. So they got on it pretty quick. My assumption is they got on it pretty quick. And they said that he's going to make a full recovery. But when you say he's going through rehab right now, and I just don't see it. I just don't see it, and that's really sad. But, I don't know. Didn't Mitch say it happened before or something? Oh, I thought, am I misinformed on this? Hold on, we're going to find out together. Give me a second. Here, I'll go to, because I don't remember who posted it, so I'll just go to my Twitter. Actually, hold on. Let's have some fun. Let's go to my Blue Sky. Guys, follow me on Blue Sky. Follow me on Blue Sky. Here we go. The San Antonio Spurs today announced that head coach Greg Popovich has suffered a mild stroke. The episode occurred on November 2nd at the Frostbank Center. So yeah, I'm assuming he was surrounded around people, so it was fine. Popovich, who has already started a rehabilitation program, is expected to make a full recovery. At this point, a timeline for his return to the sideline has not been determined. During this time, the organization is grateful to the extended community for providing privacy and space to the Popovich family. Yeah. Really hope he does what's right for him, though, no matter what we want. Yeah. Because, the fan in me is like, oh, I want him back so bad. Like, and you can see the team right now, and it's very obvious that they need him. It's very obvious. No offense to Mitch Johnson, but this isn't his program, right? There's many times where I thought, man, a Popovich adjustment, a Popovich talk would have been huge right here. Just not the case. But, yeah, I just hope he's okay. I know this is random, but Mamu comes to my work a lot. That's pretty cool. Talked to him about Wemby, and he said that he's his closest friend on the team because of the European connection. Got to get them more playing time together. It's very obvious that they play well together. So, also Gregory said, or no, that was Lucas that said that. Gregory says, I think we all agree that Pop is passionate enough to come back. I think Clan is thinking about what is actually best for him. Yeah. What did Garza say? Really hope he does what's right for him and no matter what. I'm not worried. I believe he loves the game too much, especially with Wemby turning out the way he is. He can't resist. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the thing is, you guys know, like, I've been a huge Popovich stan, right? Like, this entire time, I think that I've always thought that people were too hard on Popovich, especially when we didn't have enough talent. And yeah, I'm not one of those people that's like weirdly against Pop for all these personal reasons. A lot of people that are like, hey, it's time for a change now. Well, I mean, I hate that it has to happen like this. These people are pieces of crap. Okay. You're angry with them for a completely different reason than, somebody that might be a little bit more grounded when it comes to it. So me personally, I love Pop. I think that he's great. I think that he's awesome. And I will want him to be on the team. I want him to be on the team for many different years, many more years. If he could be on the team for 15 more years, I'm cool with it, right? Like, for all that he's done for the organization, all that he's done for us as fans, I think that he's awesome. I think that he's a awesome person. I think that he, people that leave the San Antonio Spurs program, at least, from the outside looking in, seem like they end up becoming better people, right? I love what he brings to San Antonio. And it's a dark day. It's sad, but at the end of the day, man, I don't want him to get hurt again. I just want him to be able to enjoy time with your family, man. Chill out. I just don't want him. I just don't want him to get hurt again. Pop haters equal MAGA. Actually, okay, a big chunk is that, but I think quite a few people aren't. There's a decent amount of people that aren't, but it's like weird person. Like for instance, there's actually a group of Spurs fans that I think has had a gripe with Pop a long time ago, like since the 90s. Like older fans, some of them hate Pop because he had a bad rap back in the day. because you can go back and look at like some of the newspapers online, and people were talking trash about Pop. When he fired the coach and made himself the coach, everyone was talking trash. And I think a lot of those people hated Pop since then, right? And they always just felt weird about him. And they got Duncan, and they loved Duncan, and they loved the team that we had, but never really liked Pop. And I think that's a group of people too. But you're completely right. I think there's many people that's like on the weird like political stuff. But Pop is he's a great coach. Okay, let's all right, enough of that. Let's listen to what Mitch Johnson has to say.
Third quarter, hit a little bit of that dry patch, and that's a team you got to continue to score with. And they came out like we thought they would in the third quarter. We couldn't keep up.
Did you like what you saw from Zach Collins and Trey Johnson's first game back as well?
Great to have Trey back. Always those guys that have extended amount of timeouts, just always good to get them back. You almost lower your expectations just for not wanting to put pressure on them, or just happy to get that first one out the way. But it was great to have him. Zach was great. Thought he had some tough calls, but didn't matter. He did a good job.
With Trey, do you find that first game back after such a long layoff is just sort of a get your feet wet, get your rhythm?
Lucas said, if you think about it from another perspective, sometimes people go to a dark place when they stop doing what they love. I think Pop loves coaching and will come back simply because he enjoys it. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, especially when, I mean, the man lost his wife and he still coached during the playoffs. So I wouldn't be shocked, you know, if he wanted to do that. But, gosh, is it? I know what you're saying. Like, he can go into a dark place. I think he'll still be involved with the Spurs, right? Like, I think he'll still, you know, make decisions, be a mentor, be around the practice. So just things that maybe don't bring you as much stress. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I would just hate for it. It's like every time a game gets close, or some guys screw up or whatever, I would be just so nervous the entire time. I don't know. I hope he's all right. Pop's a goner. What are you talking about? I think he's gonna be all right. He's still maybe president of basketball operations, just not coach traveling as much. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Yeah, probably go back as being a GM. Pop's still president of the Spurs. He'll probably just retire from coaching. Yeah, he'll still be involved, you know.
Back sort of game.
I think so, and he's a high twitch pace guy, right? But it was good to get him back in the fold. He definitely gives us a different element and can push the pace, so it's nice to bring him back and add to our depth.
Is there anything else you saw tonight that you can build off of?
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we did a really good job. It's that third quarter scoring. We held them to 2 quarters, obviously, under 25 points. And that's been a little bit of our deal, right? We've had some inconsistent good moments. The problem is the inconsistency of it. So I think just continuing to try to put together consistent 48 minutes and get healthy and kind of try to build on this stuff. Hopefully we can catch a rhythm here.
Yeah. I mean, defense have been good this entire time. We still held them to we held them right at 110. We held them up under 120. I guess that's pretty decent, right? They were around the 100 mark. That's all you can ask for in modern NBA. Just got here. What I missed? Everything. Pop is 75. Okay. So your comments, everything that I just said, your contribution was Pop a goner. He's 75. That was your contribution to this entire discussion about whether or not Popovich should come back. Will Jones take away minutes from Wesley and Malachi now that he's back? Didn't he? He said yes. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess you're being honest. Did he already take minutes away? Let's see. I don't feel like he really took any minutes away from. Well, I guess he took minutes away from Malachi. Maybe he'll take minutes away from Malachi. I don't know. This was a weird game in and of itself. Somebody's going to lose some minutes, all right? Somebody's going to lose some minutes. The question is who? All right. There it is. The Spurs mantra of 48 minutes. They should put that as the quote you see when you walk into the facility. For real. All right. In a segment. Maybe even from CP3. Yeah, we'll see.